Explorers, welcome back. So, we are finally getting around to doing a Bucks Finder video because I was finally able to make it to a Chase Bank. So, we're in Texas, and I know one of the questions that I got asked was, have I found that I'm getting different bucks as I'm traveling through states? So this is actually the first bank that I've been to since we've been on our trip. I did go to one bank to deposit. Obviously, I deposited all of the money from the month-end update, but I didn't withdraw anything, so I wasn't certain. But this time, I went and withdrew $200 in ones, and yes, there is a big difference. Instead of getting all L-Bucks, which there's still a ton of L-Bucks, the majority of what I found were actually B-Bucks, and yeah, a lot of B-Bucks. A lot. But we don't need B-Bucks because I actually completed that one. But I also got some that I didn't have. Oh, I also changed my nails. But anyways, I also found some that I did not have. Let me fix this because I'm realizing now that it's not set to what I like. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go through these. They're not in order like I normally have them, so we do need to fix that. The D-Bucks are because I didn't think I needed D-Bucks, and then I was looking at my trackers. For whatever reason, I thought I completed the D-Bucks, and I didn't, so I had to go back through that stack of $200 and pull out all the D-Bucks. So those are in order. We did get a J-Buck. There's no tracker for J-Bucks right now, but I told you guys I'm not going to stop saving J-Bucks. For Japan, we did get C-Bucks, which is really exciting because that's one that's been really hard to find. We got tons and tons of A-Bucks, too. Like, there were a lot of A-Bucks. So I think I've decided I need to get ink for my printer, and once I do that, I think I've decided I'm going to finish up the ones that are, the trackers that are in here, and then I'm going to create a whole new set of trackers, and instead of them being for travel the way that this one was, like this was all travel themed, to help boost those, the next set is going to be for sinking funds and savings, because now I need to kind of boost up those categories. So here is what we have. Lots of A-Bucks. We don't need B, so B is not in here. Oh, let me fix that. Quite a few C-Bucks, which you guys know I struggled really hard to find C-Bucks in Vegas. Good amount of D-Bucks. We got some H, which is another hard one for me to find. I, and J. No star notes in those 200, so, but that's okay. So let's start with A-Bucks. A-Bucks we have... Maybe. Holy moly, I didn't realize how many. We might have too many. Nope, there's no way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 A-Bucks. Alright, let's do this. I don't think this is the right color, but honestly, I don't care. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So, I'm working on planning, like, the next several stops of our trip. We've done a lot here in Texas so far, and we're not even done with the state. We're slowly making our way, like, through the state. Very slowly. So far, I think my favorite place has been Fort Worth. We've been to Fort Worth / Weatherford. We've been to Dallas, we've been to Grapevine, we've been to which I know is kind of all the same area, but those are individual stops we've made. We've been to Grand Prairie. We have been to Killeen. We've been to not Weatherford, I already said that. Wimberley. We, like, while we were in Wimberley, we did have to go into, like, San Marcos and kind of those areas. We didn't do anything, like, specific in those, but, like, grocery shopping and stuff like that. And yeah, so far my favorite area has definitely been the Fort Worth. Like, Fort Worth specifically. I know everything is, like, Dallas, Fort Worth, the DFW or whatever. Personally, I just really liked the Fort Worth area. I think part of it is because it's still very west. So we still have that more West Coast, dry, desert weather. Wimberley was definitely very humid. Very, very humid. So yeah. Don't exactly know where we're headed next. We head out in a couple of days. And the only reason I say I don't know is because I have more than one option. I think the original plan, we're going to change it, which was like the original plan that we had planned since, like February. I think we're going to change it, and I think we're going to skip that stop and go a different direction. But you guys will see that once we make that decision and, post about it, whatnot. As of today, me filming, so as of yesterday, I have put up the Great Wolf Lodge Magi Quest YouTube video for our time at Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine, Texas. So now we have Great Wolf Lodge, Colorado Springs up there, and that one is like a complete guide to Great Wolf Lodge. We have the Great Wolf Lodge, Scottsdale, Arizona. That one is more of a vlog style, and now we have Great Wolf Lodge, Grapevine, and this one we did specifically on the Magi Quest, which is personally, it's my favorite part of Great Wolf. I know everybody goes for, like, the water park, but I'm more of an outdoor water park kind of person. I prefer outdoor water parks to indoor. I like to be out in the sun, but I don't like to be, like, sweating my butt off, so being in water is perfect for me. So yeah, I just prefer them outdoors. Plus, indoor water parks are so loud, and I don't know. I like them, but I really do prefer to be outside. So, with that said, if you guys want to go check out that video, I'd greatly appreciate it. As always, I also greatly appreciate if you guys leave comments on any of my Instagram posts. Those are usually where my partnerships are contracted, is on Instagram. Also, I mentioned that I had a partnership with Pear Eyewear, and I was really excited. So we went and picked those up. We had them shipped to my husband's cousin's house. They live here in Texas, so we kind of timed it to where they would ship right when we were going to be in the area. So we went and picked those up from them. And you guys, I love them so much. I am going to see if they will partner with me again to get Lennox a pair, and if not, we're just going to buy them for her. Because I love that I can actually see through sunglasses, because I ordered the base pair is just a regular, like, pair of prescription glasses with my prescription and everything. And then the toppers that I got sunglass toppers. And it's the first time in my life that I have been able to see through a pair of sunglasses, because I've never had prescription sunglasses before. So, it's very exciting. I like that it's all one pair and I can just change it up instead of having multiple pairs of sunglasses that I end up losing or scratching because I can't keep more than one pair nice at a time. So, I'm very excited about those. Can't wait to get Lennox a pair. I think they're going to be good for her too. We just did the content for that today. We've been doing a lot of content. We've been really productive today. I was just telling my husband, like, we've been overly productive today, and to be quite honest, I don't feel that great. So, alright, A-Bucks are done for this video, so let's see how much we have. We had 22. So that's 22, 23, 24, 25. That is a bundle. And we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left in the envelope. Which means we probably need 21 in total. So I'm trying to find my paper clips. I don't see them, so we're just going to use one of these. So that should mean that I need 21 of them to complete the tracker. But we're on our way. So that's 25. That will go in the box. We're done with B-Bucks, so we're on to C. How many C's did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 C-Bucks. That's actually a lot. So, we are making progress on this finally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay. C-Bucks are done. Alright, and C-Bucks are going to be a little bit different. So we had 9 going in. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So normally that would be bundled. But this $28, I mentioned in my last video that they are actually now going to be going for Costa Rica, not cruise. So they are going to go into the Costa Rica box. So we're going to just keep the same tracker. It's just, instead of it actually going for cruise, it's going to go for Costa Rica. And then once that tracker is done, I will make a whole new tracker. Alright, so D-Bucks. D is for Disney. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 D-Bucks. Ooh, that puts us almost halfway done with what's, like, almost half of what's left. So let me... Not that one. So 3, that's 13, 14, 15. You guys, so I mentioned that my truck is in the shop right now. Well, in order to do that, we had to get a rental car, obviously, because it was just too far. Okay, so originally, or normally, when our truck goes into the shop, we don't bother getting a rental if we don't have to, and my husband will just, like, Uber back to wherever we are, and we'll just, you know, stay at the resort or the RV park or whatever while the truck is in the shop. Not a big deal, because I don't want to pay for a rental car. However, where we're at, we're a good little distance from, like, the dealership. It's like 30 minutes, I think. So an Uber was going to be probably pricey. It's also a very small town, so, again, probably pricey. But also, we had plans on going somewhere from here. Like, our plan was to stay at this RV park and then drive down to the activity that we had planned. So I knew we were going to need a rental. Plus, we had no groceries. We were like, yeah, we're definitely going to need a rental. So, one, we ended up deciding not to do the activity that was originally planned while we were going to be here. Instead, I think we're just going to go stay in that town after we leave here. But then, two, we get the rental. I booked the first rental with Enterprise that was like right across the street from the Ford dealership. Well, we're on our way there, and Enterprise calls me and cancels because they said they didn't actually have any vehicles to rent. Awesome. So what do I do? Like, I'm not from here. So they tell me, oh, you need to go to this town, which was like, I don't know, 15 minutes further or in a different direction. 15 minutes away from like the Ford dealership, and they should have stuff there. So we head over there, not a big deal. First thing we do is we go to an Avis because the Avis was actually cheaper. The only reason I was going through Enterprise is because it was so close to the Ford dealership, and I don't like to drive rental cars. So I would have had to just literally drive it across the street from the Ford dealership, from the Enterprise to the Ford dealership to pick up my husband. But now that I'm gonna have to drive, like, I might as well get it cheaper. So we go into Avis. Avis was like, oh no, we don't have any rentals except, it was like, I think it was a Tesla or a sports car. And I was like, yeah, no, because both of those sound real pricey, and we just need this to get us from point A to point B to get food and whatnot. So we end up going over to the other Enterprise that's in that town. And we walk in, and she's like, oh, do you have a reservation? I said, no, like, I booked with your one in such and such town, and they canceled on me because they said they didn't have any, and they told me to come over here. She was like, oh, okay, what are you looking for? And I said, like, the cheapest you have, because, you know, I'm not here getting anything fancy. I'm already going to have to pay for my truck to get fixed. So she's like, okay, she sets us up. She's like, this is going to be $431. I was like, wow, okay, well, it was more expensive than the one that was next door to the Ford, and I was actually getting an okay vehicle there. I was getting, like, a compact SUV. She takes me out to this car. You guys, I told my husband, I get in because he didn't get to see it right away. Like, he saw just a glimpse of it or whatever, but I'm the one that drove it, so he didn't get to see it until we got to Ford, and he drove it back to the RV park. It's dirty, first of all. There's French fries under the seat. There's a McDonald's lid and straw, like the straw's still in the lid. I don't know if the actual cup is under there because I haven't looked. Under the other seat, it smells. The brakes grind really bad. It has Kentucky plates. And I told my husband, I said, this car is screaming that it was stolen from Kentucky, driven out here, impounded, and then Enterprise bought it from the impound lot. Like, that's what this is screaming to me. It's so bad, you guys. It is so bad. It's a little Kia Rio. It's awful. The smell is just ugh. And the brakes, like I said, the brakes grind. So that's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is what we had, and we're adding that to this. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's a bundle. The rest of this will go into this envelope. Hopefully we can finish the debucks out next time. This is a bundle of 25. Told my husband, I said, with what I paid for this rental car, I basically paid the value of the vehicle. Like, congratulations, you are the new owner of a really shitty Kia Rio, because there's no way that this car is worth more than the $431 that I paid to rent it. It's so bad. So next is H-Bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then on top of that, when we are in this Enterprise, this couple walks in, and they are holding a pet raccoon. A baby pet raccoon. Texas, I don't know what is wrong with the people here, but it's weird. They were definitely drug addicts. Like, there's no question in my mind that they were on something, older couple, although I guess they may not have necessarily been older. Drugs just make people look a lot older, so, but I'm pretty sure they were older. And the woman at the counter, she looks at me and she goes, "What the fuck is that?" Like, she didn't even hold back. She's like, "Is that a puppy?" And we're like, "It's a raccoon." She's like, "What the actual hell?" Oh, I don't know. This is your town. Like, I'm just here getting a rental car for a couple days. So yeah, that was definitely, you know, we're from Vegas. We've seen a lot of stuff, but that was weird. That was weird. I don't know what's going on in this town, but or in that town, I should say, because we're not staying in that town. But yeah. So that was interesting. A friend of mine said that all of these stories that I have, like, on the road, and like, the different things that happen while we're at RV parks, that I should put it up on TikTok and as, like, legit stories. Because the other thing is, you know, when you're in an RV park, usually you have neighbors. And I don't talk to people in the RV park for the most part. I mean, you'll get to know a couple of people, but we're not in any one park long enough to get to know people. So, but you notice people's behavior. So we kind of make up our own story of what we think is going on. Similar to, like, with the car. I was like, this car is screaming, you know, that it was stolen, driven across the country, impounded, and then bought. Like, those are the kind of stories that we come up with that make sense based off of what we've observed. And so I always text my friends, like, our different stories based off of some of the neighbors we have in the RV parks, and she was like, "You have got to put those on TikTok." Like, she's like, you have to, because people will die over the things that you guys come up with, your conclusions of what is going on. Like, yeah, I don't know. So H-bugs, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that makes sense. Wait. 10, 20, 30, 45. Okay, yes, that makes sense. So there's a bundle of 25 in the binder then. Next is iBucks. Oh, I forgot we bundled these last time, and so we had no leftovers. So we have 1, 2, 3 iBucks going in. And 3. So there's now 3 iBucks in the binder. And then last is J-Bucks, which I haven't been able to print a new tracker for. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 J-Bucks. But I still have the dashboard, so that at least helps. And then those are star notes, which there weren't any star notes. So that is officially all from the Bucks Finder. How much I cashed up today, I have no idea. I've found that it works out to just pull out 200 in ones and then pull out the ones that I need. And then we cashed up that amount. So that's been working out really well. So I'm going to keep doing that because it ends up being around, like, depending on how many letters. Obviously right now we're not doing very many letters, so I would say maybe we did $40 worth, $50 worth maybe, out of 200. So it's working out to do it that way. But that is all that I have for you guys today, and I will see you back here tomorrow. So until next time, bye.